Students, today I am starting new chapter, Control and Coordination. In this chapter, you have to learn about how our body, its different parts, work in coordinated manner and which facilities are provided in our body for this. Actually, in our body, two systems are provided. First one is called endocrine system and second one is called nervous system. Nervous system consists of nerve cells, whereas endocrine system consists of endocrine cells. Now come to the second difference. It transmits message from one part of the body to other as electric impulse through nerve cell, whereas endocrine system, it transmits message as chemicals. That chemicals are known as hormones through bloodstream. Now that is through bloodstream, this chemical reaches to target organs. Now come to the third difference. It provides quick response but stay for a while for short duration, whereas here in endocrine system, its response takes time but lasts longer. Hello class 10 students. Today we will discuss about nervous system. I am giving just a brief outline. Look at here. Nervous system can broadly be divided in two parts. First one is central nervous system and second one is peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord, whereas peripheral nervous system consists of nerves arising from the brain and spinal cord. You can understand this very well. Suppose that this is brain and this is spinal cord. And this is spinal cord, this is brain. Here, nerves arise from the brain and nerves arise from the spinal cord. Together, it constitutes peripheral nervous system. This one is brain and this one is spinal cord. Brain and spinal cord together constitute central nervous system, whereas nerves arising from brain or nerves arising from spinal cord constitute the peripheral nervous system. Now, peripheral nervous system, on the basis of its difference in function, can broadly be divided in two parts. First one is sensory division and second one is motor division. Sensory division is also known as afferent division and the nerves are known as sensory nerves, sensory cells, etc. Whereas here motor division, nerves are called motor nerves. Now what is its role? How it differs from motor division? Actually, it says sensory division is through the sensory nerve, sense organ sends message from sense organ to central nervous system. Sense organ receives message and then send it to the central nervous system through the sensory nerve. That's why it is called sensory division or afferent division. It is also called afferent nerves or sensory nerves. That means sense organ is connected with the central nervous system through sensory nerves. It sends message from sense organ to the central nervous system. Now come here, motor division or efferent division. When you will see motor division or efferent division, you will find central nervous system sends there. Now, motor division on the basis of difference in its function can broadly be divided in two headings. First one is called somatic nervous system. Somatic nervous system, and second one is called autonomic nervous system. Somatic, it is connected with the muscles attached with our skeleton. We only and only skeletal muscles are in control of our willpower. That's why this controls, somatic nervous system controls. It controls voluntary response or voluntary movement. When we see autonomous nervous system controls all the involuntary response. We know internal organ of our body is not in control of our willpower, and it accelerates its function, it deaccelerates its function. When it will accelerate, when it will deaccelerate, it will entirely be in control of autonomous nervous system. Autonomous nervous system on the basis of different function can broadly be divided in two parts: sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system accelerates the function of internal organ, like it accelerates the heartbeat, accelerates the breathing rate, accelerates the urine formation. It accelerates the function of internal organ and prepare our body for emergency situation also. That's why it is also known as fight and flight. Now come to the parasympathetic. When we see parasympathetic, in emergency period, when our heartbeat is increased, breathing rate is increased, or urination, urge of urination, we find more time. In that condition, it will not be as such for longer duration. It restores. It comes back again in its original position, by which, due to the parasympathetic nervous system. That's why this nervous system is also known as